we'll see Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brings up second.
A look at the numbers for Mac from last week. 19 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
he's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers, he'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Use an abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. On 2nd and 9, Rivers, and that'll be incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Bears nothing.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Well, here comes the Bears offense led out by their new man in charge here in 2020. Of course, a former Super Bowl MVP in Nick Foles.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Bears nothing.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up first and 10 at about the 32. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Second and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Colts.
First down, Rivers. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
The Colt ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
6-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Colts first down.
On first down, Mack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Bears 24-yard line.
From the 24, Rivers complete to Hilton. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Stephen
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 20.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Trey Burton making the catch for his new team, the Colts, but he was a member of these Bears the last 2 seasons. Had a career best 54 catches, in fact, 2 years ago, but then injuries held him to just 14 total catches in 2019. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This goes to Mack on the check down.
Rivers pass.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We have... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Foles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
34-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A throw over the middle taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rivers on first down, fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Rivers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. The ball popped in the air, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd
and then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during
going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Nigel Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Second and 5 now. Foles. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's another Bears first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Brought down by Anthony.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. A 33-yarder from the left hash. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
Colts 12.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He cannot hang on. It's 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Chicago Bears.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in the...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start on the ground with Mack, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He was brought down by Akeem Hicks. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First catch for the Bears' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a Chicago 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Foles on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And the lead is down to 2. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series, it just didn't happen.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Bears take over first and 10.
So Foles and the Bears now down by 2. 1:47 on the clock. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Back to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. The connection made. It's Graham.
Foles pass.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Rivers on the keeper.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters. Every 4 games and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would